Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe says the mining industry remains a prisoner of the apartheid past. The Marikana tragedy last August exposed the industry's failure to break from its colonial cruelty.
To move forward, the industry must break with its undesirable past by making workers feel valued for their contribution as wholesome human beings who must have decent jobs and sustainable livelihoods, including proper housing, recreation, and time with their families.
But in order for miners to achieve this, they need a living wage, which is not easy to acquire if they are unskilled.
We have learned that you can't leave people in the same job for decades. We've got to, as government and also as the private sector and perhaps as labour as well, put significantly more effort into training, into career pathing, and to indicate to individuals that when they start as a rock driller, they're not stuck as a rock driller.
Some reckon the solution lies in the mining industry changing its position on simply being gold diggers and then taking raw minerals overseas for manufacturing.
This is the colonial model, and I have been arguing with the Chamber of Mines that South Africa is no longer a colony. We want to industrialize, we want to develop our economy, and therefore those mineral resources, a portion of it has to be turned into fabrication, final products for the domestic market, but also for overseas, for export, both.
For this to happen, though, stability must be returned to an industry that's been plagued by violence and intense union rivalry.
What we've seen in the last couple of months since the agreement was signed by most parties is an application of the rules. So, for example, on the policing side, we've seen the Mine Crime Combating Forum that was established in Rustenburg, Phokeng, I think it was, Rustenburg. We've seen the unions and other parties playing their role, the employers playing their role in trying to promote a stable environment on the industrial relations side.
One of the unions at the center of the tensions has pledged to obey the law.
NUM is committed to work within the law. As we are presently engaged in negotiations, we will not be reckless in the manner we'll be engaging. We will not be using assegais and spears to show that we're angry. We'll use placards to speak with employers.
NUM's rival union, AMCU, was nowhere to be seen at this mine meeting. It's also refused to sign peace accords and agreements for a sustainable mining industry. Olimgambi, Johannesburg.
News that moves. eNCA.com.